Previously, on the Oracle's daughter, Amaka and Kofi snuck into the oldest building in the kingdom, the House of First Things, and found a hidden staircase going underground. Beneath it, an ancient chamber. 2 walls covered in the names of Ufuro's ancestors, carved with reverence, except for 40 names that were violently gouged out 400 years ago by the 4th king. Amaka raised her palm. The oracle mark blazed gold, and under that light, the 40 names appeared whole beneath the damage. She began to read them aloud, one by one. 20 names glowing gold. And then, at the far end of the chamber, something moved, and Mama Ngozi walked down the stairs.
Mama Ngozi looked at everything in 3 seconds. The 20 glowing names, the 20 dark ones, the moving darkness at the far end, and Amaka's burning palm. Then she struck her walking staff hard against the stone floor. One sound, like a bell. The darkness at the far end went still. "It will not come closer while I stand here," she said quietly. "But I am 103 and I cannot stand forever. So no time for fear. Finish reading. All 20. Now."
"What is that?" Kofi asked, pointing at the darkness. Mama Ngozi answered without looking away from it. 400 years ago, the 4th king removed 40 names from this wall. Those names were the original guardians of Ufuro, the ones who made the agreement with this land that allowed the kingdom to exist. When he removed them, the agreement broke. What you see at the end of this wall is 400 years of a broken agreement looking for a way to be finished. Kofi looked at the darkness, then back at Mama Ngozi. "It is not angry," she said before he could ask. "It is unfinished. There is a difference."
Then Kofi did something nobody expected. He walked towards it, not running, not reckless, just forward. The way Kofi always moved toward things that stopped everyone else. "Kofi," Amaka said. He stopped 1 arm's length from the darkness and said very quietly, "I can see her. She looks like my grandmother. Same face, same eyes, but 400 years old. She is not frightened. She is just tired."
Amaka walked to the wall, palm raised, mark blazing. She read, "Name 21. A shape lifted from the darkness, rose, dissolved upward, gone. 22. Another. 23. Another. One by one, each name spoken aloud, each guardian released. The darkness at the end of the chamber growing thinner with every name. Kofi watched his grandmother's ancestor the entire time, waiting for number 30. When Amaka reached it, she looked at Kofi. He nodded. She read it. The shape with his grandmother's face turned toward him, looked at him with 400 years of waiting, and then something that had no name but felt like gratitude before it dissolved upward and was gone. Amaka finished 31 through 40. The darkness was completely gone. The chamber, silent, still, at peace for the first time in 400 years. They did not know it yet, but above them in the kingdom, the crack in the east wall had stopped growing. The guards who checked it found it narrower than the night before. The wet footprints outside Amaka's window would not appear again. And in every compound in Ufuro that carried the blood of the 40 removed families, people woke from sleep at the same moment, not frightened, but the specific feeling of something being lifted from their chest. Something that had been pressing there so long, they had forgotten what breathing without it felt like.
Mama Ngozi sat on the bottom step. "Is it finished?" Amaka asked. "The guardians are free. The crack will close within 3 full moons." But she looked at Amaka directly. Chief Okafor received a letter tonight from Ichie and Nwosu. It says you must be sent beyond the kingdom walls before the next full moon, that the darkness wants you, not the kingdom, and sending you away will close what was opened. Is it true? It was true before tonight. The darkness is gone now. It has nothing left to feed from. But Ichie Nwosu, she paused, is the great-great-grandson of the fourth king. And there are things his ancestor buried deeper than this chamber that he would very much prefer to keep buried. They climbed the stairs in silence. The stone panel opened above them. They stepped into the house of festings, and the front door was opened. 4 kingdom guards, torches raised, and behind them, Chief Okafor. Full royal regalia, coral crown, Ufuro staff.
His eyes moved across all 3, Amaka, Kofi, Ngozi, to the open staircase behind them, recalculating. Then from across the kingdom square, a guard came running. "Chief, the crack, it is closing. We are watching it close on its own." Chief Okafor looked at the guard, then at Amaka, at the oracle mark glowing faintly on her open palm, at the 7-year-old girl who had just come up from the oldest secret in his kingdom and was looking back at him without a single trace of fear. His awful staff lowered. Not all the way, but enough. The first crack in 400 years of a kingdom choosing fear over truth. The crack in the east wall is closing. The 40 guardians are free. But somewhere in the kingdom, Ichie Nwosu has read his own letter and is already moving to bury what Amaka found tonight deeper than before. Episode 5, The Fourth King's Secret. Subscribe now.